We continue now to Stefanie Lauke, talking a little bit more about presentation, giving a new point to this discussion for short films to learn a little bit from video art, from the forms of presentation of video art.
Thank you very much, Wilbur. I will just shortly introduce you to some websites, actually, to give you an idea on how video art is now being making visible in the internet. It's, in comparison to the short film situation right now, it's a bit different with video art, because some video artworks can mainly be presented in the cinema, because the artists still stick with 35 or 16 millimeter. So there's kind of a differentiation you can draw between video artworks that are mainly intended to present offline, for instance in the cinema or in the gallery. You can have artworks that work in both fields, on and offline, and you can also coin a certain amount of video artworks that are especially interesting to view online. And this is something that I would say is not the main part of video art so far. Mainly you still stick with video art distributors. And so how the internet is used so far, and my concern is that it's used as a catalog media. So I will shortly tell you about one cooperation. Because in Europe we have different video art distributors, and everyone has its own online catalog or databank. And so if you want to look up for a certain program, you have actually kind of go into each databank. So what was the idea now in 2007 was to collaborate between different video distributors in Europe. So far, 8 distribution companies take part in it, and they have connected by an online data bank called Gamma Gateway. Just go to their webpage now. And it's still in developing process. They have now the beta version on, and as you can, I think it's so there's for instance Hamata involved as a video distributor from Spain. And the Netherlands Media Art Institute is cooperating with them, a film form distributor by Sweden. And what you actually can do is you look up for an artist, for instance, American video artist Gary Hill. And well, it takes a bit and then you have an overview on several archives where you find artworks by Gary Hill. So for instance, it's the archive of Ars Electronica in Austria. They have some works, but you have also, for instance, different archives listed there, and you can watch an extract. It's not just about the work, it's also about how you contextualize these artists. So you have presentations on discussions being put online, you have artist interviews, you have video documentaries online. And so it's a lot about to give you an idea as a user or as a gallerist or as a curator where you can find certain video artworks, where you can get more information on them. And this is just one idea. This goes also in this issue we were talking about, how you can collaborate and how you can also use structures structures that are already set up to share with others. Due to the fact that a lot of video artworks can just be seen by going into the mediathek, because not everything is online, it's a bit difficult to do this multitasking here, but I get through this, I hope. No, well, I tried with Google. Ubo Web was coined by Kenneth Goldberg, and he was keen on presenting online, for instance, music, experimental music, and experimental poetry. But by now, also a lot of video artworks are online. I just tell you about it and go to each website now. And this is a very interesting and also a very problematic aspect, actually, because they don't really ask. They didn't ask for permission in the past for putting up video artworks. They now start to go into a dialogue with several video art distributors, such as Electronic Art Intermix in New York, to find strategies for certain artists to make preview copies. It's a preview video available online in not such a good quality as you would see it in a gallery, of course, but just to give you an idea on the work and to arouse interest and to spread the artwork. Since 2001, another format exists. It's called Souvenirs from Earth. It's a cable TV station coined in France, but it's also being available here in Germany. They have also an online website where they have 24 hours presentation of video works, mainly videotapes, and they focus on giving a platform to young artists which are not so far connected to a gallery, and to make their work being available and give them also a chance to contextualize their works with other video artworks. So, and they say, well, it's not just to put your work online, for instance, on Vimeo or YouTube, but it's also the very aspect of to contextualize your artwork. One last page I would like to introduce, because in terms of speaking on how to present short films online, I think it's also an issue to talk about how to maybe create programs online. How you can use internet as a part as a catalog media, but also maybe as a third space apart from the cinema, or in some terms of short films in a gallery. How can you go for an internet? So now I so in Düsseldorf in Germany there's a video art distributor. It's the EMI intermediate. Yeah, I know. No, I don't think. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. Well, what's very interesting with EMI is that they are in Germany, so far as I know, the only video distributor that presents the video collection, almost 2/3 of the video collection online in length. So you don't just get an extract of the video work, but you get a presentation, a whole preview presentation of your artwork, and you can also generate stills. It's a very interesting catalog, and what they said, they decided, of course, they have their works online, that they curate every couple of months, they curate a video program. It's called Video Art Kitchen. And by this you have a video program dealing with certain topics such as performance and video or dance in video art. And this is quite interesting because it gives you also an idea as a curator for how to combine different video artworks from databanks, and to give you an idea of maybe how you can in future also present short films by setting up short film programs online. So this is maybe also a question I would like to give back to the discussion. Thank you.
Thank you.